Hello and welcome back to The Vibe. Now it's time to pull out those shades because things about to get real shady with Too Sus for Us.
The year is 1959 in Russia's Ural Mountains. The temperature is freezing, the sun is falling fast behind the mountaintops, creating a dusky navy blue sky. 9 experienced hikers from the Ural Polytechnical Institute establish their camp on the slopes of the snowy mountain when disaster strikes. During the night, something made these 9 hikers rip their tent from the inside and run into the snow without their shoes or snow gear on, meaning in their underpants. What could it have been that would have made these people frantically rip their tents from the inside and run out into sub-zero temperatures? Okay, let's take a look. Investigators had said that there were 8 or 9 sets of footprints left by people who were only wearing socks or 1 shoe or no shoes. Interesting. They could be followed up to 1.5 kilometers away on the edge of the woods. However, the rest of the tracks were covered with snow, so they could not be followed any further. At the forest's edge, researchers found the visible remains of a small fire along with the first 2 bodies, shoeless and dressed only in their undergarments. Soviet investigators determined that 6 victims died of hypothermia, while others showed signs of physical trauma. 1 victim had a fractured skull, while another had brain damage. However, there was no physical damage on the head.
Whoa.
Get this, 1 woman died without a tongue. Her tongue had been ripped out. She had no eyes. Why? All right,
ripped out her eyes.
Here's the creepy part.
So
I just want to let you know.
That wasn't
I
the
got
creepy part?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
My arms.
It gets much worse. All right, so there was a couple of doctors and scientists that were working on investigating this case, and they said that the trauma that had been, occurred to these 9 hikers was done by a force that is comparable to a car crash, not human.
But car crashes don't make you lose your tongue.
That's not my point. They have it. They have a system of measuring fractures and like broken bones.
Like
and
how much
trauma.
force or impact there is on a person's body.
All right.
But where did the car come from?
Or was there a car?
Was there even a car?
Okay. Now, let's talk about it.
What do you think it is?
Let's chit-chat.
What do you?
I'm kind of like concerned at the fact that there was actually reports a couple of days before, and during on this actual day also actually, even the Russian military and some witnesses that were hiking on the other side of these mountains had reported seeing orange globes, orbs if you will, in the sky.
Aliens. You think it's aliens dissecting our bodies?
Yeah, I do. Because
Really?
think about it. Okay.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Okay. There's other theories too, like military testing, avalanche, which doesn't really make sense because their footprints would have been covered
Where'd
up.
the fire come from?
I don't know.
Did they make it?
Yeah, they probably tried to like make it. Anyway,
okay.
There's also a weird theory that says that it could have been low sound frequency. There's
What
a
does
sound
that
frequency that's really, really low.
Like only dogs? No, that's high.
No.
That's dogs
It's
in
such
the
a
air.
low frequency that it causes humans to have panic attacks. So they think that in their panic they could have like ripped off their clothes and like ran outside and like ripped up their tent from inside.
That's
But
creepy.
I think the alien thing is the most
What if
likely.
the aliens used the sound to freak them out, drove them
But
into
you,
the woods?
you
and
agree
then
that it's
hunted them
aliens.
down?
Look at this, Anita.
Are you for once taking this?
This is why I don't go outside, guys. This is why I don't go hiking.
There's
No,
no
but
way I'm going
seriously,
to an
like-
avalanche. There's a difference.
Like, it's crazy. Like things that things that happen on a mountain just stay on a mountain. I don't need to be going up to that
I think
mountain.
it was
to figure
military
it out.
testing.
You really
I
think so?
That,
But
like,
what
the
kind of
Russians
testing?
have some type of secret military that they don't want to
Russians.
share, just like Air Force
51?
Area 52. I don't even know what I'm saying right now.
Oh gosh, but you know what though? It's
the
weird.
military has all these different.
But what about the trauma? You think these people hurt each other? Because look at it this way.
Maybe they drove them nuts. Maybe
Well,
the sound or
here's
something.
the thing.
that
Here's why
Maybe
some
the
people,
military lowered the frequency.
There we go.
And they went crazy, and someone's tongue in the process got cut off.
someone's tongue.
Someone-
Okay, let's
someone-
not. So she just went, I can't listen to the sound anymore. I can't want to
No,
watch the sound.
I don't know,
What?
something burst.
You can't tell. You can tell if it's self-inflicted. It wouldn't be
Yeah, you
self-inflicted.
can. Yeah, it wasn't
So,
self-inflicted.
who found the body? Who found the woman's body?
The searchers. They're investigators.
government.
Yeah, the
The
government.
government.
The
So they
government.
could possibly have just said
Well,
this.
there's no denying that the government works with aliens.
have
I
there-
mean, if you want to go with
Have
that.
there been any incidents since then, or is this one-time thing?
No, it's this one-time thing, but there were many witnesses, as you know, including military witnesses that did say that there was some wacky stuff going on in the sky during that day and days before. In general, it just seems like the footprints only belong to the people. So it would have been known, like you said, if it was self-inflicted. So then the question arises, did they hit each other? And if they did, where did they gain the inhuman strength of a car crash to hit somebody?
Yeah.
So that's where the theory of aliens comes by.
When did this happen?
This was
1959.
1959, yeah.
So semi-recently, like
Yeah,
not
I guess
that far away.
And then
if
the
you think
whole
about it.
mountain range was actually named after these 9 people. I believe it's pronounced like Dyatlov. It's a
What's that
Russian
mean?
name, I don't know.
So
it's
how many
it's
of
one
those people are alive?
None. 0.
They all
It's-
died.
One guy is alive. He had to turn back a day before this happened to them. So this happened to
there's
them.
a
at
10th
night.
guy.
So he didn't
Yeah.
even experience this.
No, he didn't. He went back to his institute
Say,
because he was
that'd be
too
me.
cold.
That'd be me. I'd be like, it's too damn cold. I don't trust you guys. It's too high up.
But they were.
Good night.
Well,
This
That's
is
it.
like a troop. This was
What
like a hiking
was their
troop.
purpose to go there? What were they trying to
Exploration.
find?
They were from a
They were
technical
trying
institute.
to find aliens, and the
That's what I'm
aliens
saying.
found them, and the aliens killed them.
Jasmine's
to explore
on to
nothing.
something.
Wow, Jasmine.
You
so-
don't step into unknown territory unless you're trying
It's
to
not
find
unknown.
something.
It's like a well-discovered mountain range.
So then, how come no one has ever come out alive?
Well, they have. It's just these guys.
I think she's creating her own sus. She's getting like she's
This is getting
resussing.
sus for me.
No, it's
It's
not.
too
I mean,
sus.
okay, it is whack, and I have no like. There's no real theory as to why. How the car crash.
Where
thing
is
freaks me
the
out.
source coming from? Where are
The
you
doctors,
getting
the
your
investigators. There's a Russian doctor, and I can't say his name, so I didn't write it down in my notes because I was like,
There's no way. It's a lot of consonants put together.
exactly.
But I don't know if I totally believe in this. You guys
what
seem
kind
to.
of- You don't believe in
said,
it.
You said the government.
Okay, 9
You
people
went on
are
that.
dead.
Alright,
Can
fine.
we agree
Okay,
that
okay.
that's sus in itself?
That's straight up sus.
Yeah, it is.
I'd have to say I don't know what caused it. Maybe something
Aliens.
suspicious. Maybe aliens.
alien impact. It doesn't need to be the aliens. It could have just been. I cracked it. I cracked it. It was,
Their
their, it was
ship
their
was
spaceship.
landing,
Yes, and it created
and-
such a like a sonic boom, and they were like,
But
they got flung out.
where did they ship land?
It didn't. I mean, they're
was about
aliens.
to
They
land.
can cover. Yeah, they were probably like, oh, there's a tent down. Redo, you know, and then they went.
So no one saw it.
Of
Well,
course, no
two
one would
people,
say-
the militaries, there were
All
witnesses
right,
with
all
orange.
right.
Okay,
I think we can.
people crack jokes about it. It's well known.
I think that's a jab. He's like making a jab at Indian culture because no one wants to talk about like the elephant in the room, but
Yeah.
everyone already knows it.
But I wonder when I hear that quote, and maybe the way that maybe if you can say